Hello everyone, welcome to workout number 5. This is going to be mostly finishing stuff, so hopefully you have a hoop available. Some of these are kind of tough. Good thing we'll have slow motion for the footwork. First one is just a last foot takeoff, and so you will be very familiar with this. You're just going to basically take off of your second step, so meaning you couldn't take another step after, otherwise it would be a travel. Keep in mind that you get to adjust how long or short your steps are. So in this example, Brett ended up taking 2 longer steps because he knew exactly where he wanted to take off from. Then go rise up to the basket and switch up your finishes. The next thing we're going to have is a first step takeoff. A couple of things I forgot to mention in the first video. Use your mat as a way to help hold you or help keep you accountable for where you want to take off from. Also, with all these, you should be practicing being far away from the mat and then using a drop step to run up into your finish. For this example, you're going to take off on your first step, meaning if you wanted to, you could have taken a second step wherever you wanted to, but you decided to take off from further. Make sure you switch up your finishes. Here I did like a little scoop, but you can do a variety of different finishes. Now we're going to be doing some floaters. We didn't use the mat or necessarily go into drops for each, but you should still get that practice in. We have a lot of different examples of like a floater or runner, and you should practice them all. One thing I would advise is doing like a 1-2 into your hop and then releasing the ball off your fingertips. I don't necessarily like flicking my wrist like I would in a shot. So if you see here, I do a 1-2 and I just let the ball float off my fingers and get some nice height to it. Work on your footwork. Here's the same way, but going to the right. See how I just let the ball come off my fingertips? In some of these, here's a slow-mo, but it's a 1-2 hop, and then I just release the ball off my fingertips. These examples will be a little different here. Into a drop, and he did an opposite knee and did more of like a traditional bank shot, but just using your body as protection off the glass finish. This one, same thing, but going right, opposite knee finish. And then I think this will, here's an example of it, sorry. He tends to flick his wrist a little more. I don't like that so much, but you can choose what's comfortable. And this last floater is just from a jump stop, get some elevation, and float the ball up into the basket. Practice all of them. We're going to get into our Euro finishes. And we have 2 examples here, both coming from left to right. But you should practice from both sides, Euroing off of both feet. Make sure you place the mat, or you should have a cone and then a mat. Make sure you place it at a good distance to make sure that you Euro far enough to make it effective. So here, he is Euroing off his left foot and planting right to get like past the defender and give himself a good angle. And this time he's doing more of a traditional inside to out Euro, where he plants off the right foot and Euros left all the way to the mat. Make sure your leaps are far enough. Practice from both sides. All right, this one's pretty tough. This is a swing step, either with a high ball over the defender or low beneath the defender. I give an example of each. When you would use a swing step, if you are dribbling, like I'm dribbling to the right here, and if I were to get cut off, if my right foot would be forward, I would do a Euro. But if my left foot would be forward, I would do a swing step. So examples here, you'll notice when I'm dribbling to the right here, my left foot ends up forward, and then I just swing my right leg over my left, and then I change my shoulders or turn my shoulders and my whole body to the left to really swing my body. And then I grab the ball over the defender there to a finish. Same thing, have your mat to give you a guide to where to go. But it all depends on ball pickup, because if you pick up the ball when I do here, it allows you the chance to have 2 more steps. So pick up here, 1-2 into a finish. This one's pretty basic. We're just gonna do a move into a jump stop to a finish. Even on mine, I give a little ball fake, but Jump stops are good for when you just want to have options. You can go off of either pivot once you come to a jump stop, um, and it's a pretty controlled motion. So here I'll just get into a jump stop. I'll give a little ball fake, then I'll go up. Still working on our drops and our splits. Jump stop, and then go up onto the mat. This one's a little trickier. This is a pro hop. It's kind of the same thing as a swing step, except for instead of using the two steps, you are just going to come into like more of a jump stop. But we have a few different examples for you. I'll wait for the slow motion to go. Um, but Brett, when he does the pro hop here, you can notice that he adds a dribble before he hops. So it's less like a swing step, but he does like a punch dribble into a hop and then finishes, as opposed to my example here, where I get into like a swing step right and then I hop all the way to the mat and finish. Either one's okay. If you can practice both, that'd be great. This next one we're going to do is a speed stop. I wouldn't really call it a stop, but you're going to like quickly land your feet like 1-2. So as opposed to coming to a jump stop, you're going to leap, and then it's going to be like a 1-2 and finish. The cons with this is you're not really under control and it forces you to make a decision, but it's a quicker way to finish the move. The last one we got for today is a rondo finish. This is his kind of signature finish. But if you are dribbling away, you're going to dribble explosively. And then same thing, you're going to land like 1-2, but you're going to land kind of with your back turned to the basket. Your body weight is going to go forward. Bring the ball into your closest hand to the basket and show it to the defender. The point is that you're going fast and they'll continue to go, but then you stop and you'll be able to create some separation.